All right, let's see, you can hear me, and I did click it on. So we're gonna attach this. Make sure that you put your little, if you have a special corner on this page, make sure you got your special corner on there. So that it all matches up real pretty like. There we go. I think that looks good all the way across. Yes, yes, yes. Now really, before I continue, I need to do this so that I can put this down. I completely forgot about that. So, let's see. Yeah, we still have a few to do. That one's done on both sides. This one's done on one side. This one's going to be done on one side. Let's see. What do we have that'll look good? Oh, there's that stripe. I just love that stripe. I do. I can't help it. I just love it. So let me see. No, that is the wrong one. Where is my cheater? Where is my cheater? Right here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, same size. So we're just going to match it up at the top. Take my pencil. We can actually, if we want, do it on the back side because I think my pencil will show it better. You cut the pencil mark off anyway, so, you know, really doesn't matter, but I will be able to see this a whole lot better. All right. There we go. Okay, put that back in there. Let's see how well I did. Oh, I'm getting better and better. Better and better. So let me get some ink on here. Actually, I do want to make sure that this side, because this is the side I want. Yep. Looking good. I have been, excuse me, my husband came in and took a nap today, so kind of screwed me all up because I was going to vacuum and dust this morning while it was still cool outside, which meant it was, you know, just a bit cooler inside. But he came in and took a nap. He had 2 long days over the weekend, and then he's this past weekend, and then he has 2 very long days tomorrow and Saturday. So he decided, and rightly so, that he should, you know, get a nap in. So that was fine. Just kind of screwed me up a little bit, but that's all right. You know, I can make it. Oh, darn, I can't vacuum. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? So when I put you guys on hold, my husband was actually in the middle of barbecuing, cooking us dinner and stuff. And so I made the side dishes. Afterwards, he went out and washed the car. So I vacuumed and dusted and got all of that done. So I am in good shape. Because I tell you, with these, especially with Big Hooch, I have to vacuum every single day because they're still shedding. He's just started to slow down. which wow, you know. I mean, I'm used to having the little dogs, and yeah, they shed, but you know, it'd be 2 or 3 days and you'd see a dust bunny running around. And no, this guy, hours later, there's huge dust bunnies swirling around and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I can't have this. I mean, I'm not a neat freak by any stretch of the imagination. And if you all leave a message and ask Laurel, she doesn't have a YouTube channel per se or anything, but she usually reads the comments. So if you want to know, you ask Laurel how much of a neat freak I am. She's the neat freak. Talk about two polar opposites, but she and I she's, I know this is kind of weird to talk about, but she's a yin to my yang, I guess. I don't know. We just really hit it off. It's almost like my husband is a planner I mean, you know, he wants to make sure everything's good, everything's ready, days ahead of time. And that's the way my girlfriend Laurel is. Her husband is super nice. Now, don't get me wrong. But he basically lives in the day and flies by the seat of his pants. And, you know, we'll get it done. And that's pretty much the way I am. So it's so funny that I always tell her, I said, so you married the male version of me, and I married the male version of you. So it was destined that we both should meet. So it's super funny. Super funny. Yeah, we, you know, and the husbands get along pretty well, but we never really did many things together. Yeah, we just never did. So, and of course now we're hundreds, thousands of miles apart, so it's not like we get in there. So you guys saw why I was jibber jabbing. I just laid the glue down on the outer edge of the strips for the pocket. And I'm going to open this up so I can burnish a little bit better. Got a little bit of glue coming out, which does not bother me. That just means that I am getting the glue where I need it. Okay, and all the way across here. And then up. This is one reason I really don't like working on these books directly. You just, you know, you're doing so much pushing and everything. You're pushing on everything else. But it's okay. It's okay. So, why are you... I guess you're fine. Okay, so we have this. And we will decorate this after a while, I think. And there's our closure. Isn't that just adorable? I may add a little charm to this. I'm not sure. But for right now, that's it. There we go. Boop! There it is. Well, guys, see, now we have this big, huge, wonderful pocket, which I was going to put a thumbnail in. And I still could. Because I don't know what paper I'm going to use. Let's see. That's not going to be wide enough. That's not wide enough. What else do I have? What else? I had this, but no. 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 No, 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 no. I have polka dots and these doodle flunchies. You know, now that's okay. And I could do just 2 picture mats. And then that would leave me space to do some... I think I will. I think I'll do that. So, and Yeah, so let's see. This right here is good right here. Okay, and then up here, get this straight, get it straight, get it straight. And right here. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. So let me just double check that this is going to fit. Oh no, I didn't do this one. So sorry. I had two to cut. Two to cut. All right, now let's check and see if this fits like if I was going to put one big mat on here. All the way around, and it's not in the fold. Yes. Okay, so now I'm going to fold it in half. There we go. And I'm going to cut this off just like a 1/16 of an inch, just enough to cut the folded part off. And if you open it up, you're looking at about 1/8 of an inch. Okay? So then we're going to lay these down. Just like that. There. Yeah. 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 Okay. So that's perfect. So I think I'm going to leave the thumb notch off because I don't want a thumb notch into where my my 4x6 will fit. And you see, and you'll get a border all the way around, and then it'll come over on this. And the same thing down here. So that is really nice. I don't know what happened to my hard copy of this. Oh, there. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to just ink these up and glue them down. But guys, basically we are done. And I didn't know if you got to see the bottom of this or not. I should have. But there, with just one of those pieces of paper. I think I might multi-matte medium this this back here as well, just so it lasts a little longer. And then that's the front, and it just goes on its little magnet. So there we go, guys. We are done with page 6. We just, you know, we'll make a nice big tag to go in there, or a booklet. It would probably be muy bueno to make a booklet. Okay, and so last page right here, because I did do 7 before I did 6 because I had an idea, but I wanted it on, I don't know why, but I wanted it on this side of the page. And I do need to finish off all of my my doodle flunchies. The insides I'm going to do, you know, when we're working on the inside. So those I'm not particularly worried about. I did that one already. Okay. All right. So guys, we are really getting along really well. Let me show you, I think I have enough time. Let me show you what I've got left and what I added to. So I have, for larger pieces, I have this, this, that, and I've got my man, and I have, and this is about it. The rest are really tiny. And I have these 2 pieces. So there's those. Then in our book, let's see, I don't need this piece. That's not anything to do with this. So in our book, I still have these to cut out. This is our cover. This is the background or main base of page 8. This is the inside back cover, which I already know what we're going to do there, and it is going, hopefully it is going to be phenomenal. And it's going to be utilizing what we took off. It's going to be utilizing these, our little, whatever kind of waterfall you might want to call these, but that is going to go on our inside back cover. And then this is the inside front cover, which is going to be a big pocket, probably a see-through pocket page. And then this stuff I still have, which I will use as tags and of course decoration. And then this one I have decided that I will probably keep this, these two, and this one and this one. And the rest of it I'm going to use this paper, you know, like in my collages and stuff. And then these are the pieces of the decorative paper that I had left. So the polka dots with the doodads. These are the cards that I probably will just use the cards. This page, just the one side I like. This has got both, and it's a partial page. I have 2 of these, which I'm probably going to save for like booklets. And then I do have the brown cardstock. Okay, and of course I have these 2, which we will come in very handy for the for the collage pages. Now these are the pages that I found when I was going through the rest of my stash, just trying to find some more things just in case. So this is a recollections paper, and I do not, this is a die cuts with a view paper, but it's like a herringbone or something. Really liked it. I don't know that I'll use this one. It's got airplanes on it. Really doesn't have anything to do with airplanes. I don't know. This is a color box, 2 color box papers that I had from I finished off a paper pack making one for somebody, a mini album for somebody, and I had these 2 left. I don't think this is going to work, but they were there, so I pulled them out, and I thought maybe this one might work. I love this. This is newspaper print. It was a Stampin' Up paper. So I pulled that out because I thought that would go. I found another one of these polka dot ones, another one of the striped ones, and there's another polka dot one, and then these 2. So this is wood grain, which we don't really have anywhere in, and this is bringing in a little bit of reds and browns and blues. Again, may not be able to use them, but I pulled them out because I was just getting a little nervous with all of the flips and flaps and everything else that I'm doing. So that is it, guys. We have plenty. I am not nervous anymore. So yeah, so we're going to be doing just fine. And that's that, guys. Thanks so much. I hope you join me for page number 8. And inside, front, and back cover, and then we get to work on the cover. I'm very excited about that. Okay, guys, love you much. Talk to you later. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time. Bye. Love you. Well, I welcome everybody back to my channel, and we are now on page 8. It's the last page in our book, and I just said, where's that file folder I had left over? And it's going to be perfect for what I've planned. So I'm laying it down against my faux leather here. And I'm seeing that obviously the faux leather is not straight, which I knew. we knew. We knew. But with a little bit of angling around, I'm going to get it nice. There we go. That's another reason I have that. I took that photo pen. Yeah. Vintage photo pen and marked a little past that, because that way you're still not seeing the newspaper stuff. Okay, so I am going to cut, got a rubber band there. I'm going to cut the back file folder to match my newspaper print, and I'm going to cut the front part of the file folder right at the edge of the tab paper, so that it is going to just be straight. I don't want tabs on it. So let's get that cut. All right. And I don't think I need that little piece. And this one cut. Okay. And if you all remember, this is page 8. This isn't part of the collection. This is a Kaisercraft Base Coat 4 collection. It's quite old. But I had another sheet of it, which I am definitely going to want to use. So now that we have this fitting the way we're going to want it, let me just make one more check here. I think I might have to cut it at a little bit of an angle, because it's going to have to set in here at a little bit of an angle. So let me just make it off just a smidge so that it will work better for us in the long run. Oh, you guys don't want to get serenaded. Okay. There we go. All right. So now if I set that right against there and this out like that. Yes. Now it looks, it's not square, but it looks square. And that's, we want the visual more than the, more than the ruler. So we're going to go ahead and work on this and close this up. It's so much easier to not work on the actual page. Just so much easier. Okay, so what do I have on? Ooh, it's something very sticky. What in the world? Did I get? Oh, I did. Okay, wait just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know what it was, but it came up fairly easily. All right, so I am going to do this angle bit right off the bat on both of these. Okay. And so we're going to kind of play a visual thing. I am going to go ahead and take this strip off because I'm not going to use it on this sheet, but you will probably see it again in the collage stuff that we do, since I've used it on a couple pages now. So that will go into my little strips of numminess. All right. Let's open this up and get this where I want it. Okay, so Make a mark here. Make a mark. Stay out of your fold line. And then I'm going to pull this back. And make a mark there. Do I want to go down a little further? Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece. And then I'm going to take a little bit off because I want this whole door. Yes, yes, yes. So, let me find my mark. Where are you? Where are you? Is that my mark? That's my mark. Okay. I do want the whole door in here. So I am going to... Oh, for a minute there, I thought I cut it way too short, but I didn't. So I am going to just kind of cut a little, about almost 2 inches off. You know, I'm assuming you guys aren't having the same paper, so you know, not to worry. But whatever paper you're going to have, when you see what I do, you might have a piece that would work for you for this kind of thing, but really anything will work. Okay, so that is okay there. I'm going to make a mark. Still didn't pull it over far enough. Going to make a mark where I want to cut the top off. Well, then I keep moving it. There we go. So now we've got a mark. I'm going to go ahead. Can't use that eraser. It just makes everything black. Let me get this eraser. Okay. You know, if you have a die cut that does a door or a window, or something like that, these, I am going to use both sheets of paper. Okay, so this will work. Hi, baby. My puppy came in to see me. Okay, so there's one, and now I'm going to want to line this up in the exact same spot, and I'm making my marks so I can get the exact same cut. I think I can take page 8 off of there. Okay, so I'm going to cut my strip off, and then I'm going to cut here and cut here, and then we'll get the dimensions that actually will fit on the front. So yes, I am going to be using the same 2 pieces of paper. There's my little strip, and then I lost it there. Now I found it. And get these 2 cuts done. So we're coming up with some nice scraps, and a good amount of scraps, plus all those other papers that I added. I'm not really worried about my collage pages anymore. All right. So now, get in there. We have the exact same picture in the exact same place. All right. That's the important part. If you end up wanting to do this, well, once you see what I'm doing, then I will explain, because I don't want you to get, you know, I don't know, somewhat confused. What the heck is she talking about? Okay, the only thing I forgot is that this is shorter. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to, let's see, can I go ahead and lay this down? Am I going to do a magnet closure? Yeah, let's go ahead and do a magnet closure. Just a simple, so I need 2 magnets. Come here. Come here. I still don't have any fingernails. They're growing back, but not very rapidly. And I'm going to bring it in because I don't like putting them out on the edges. Okay, and I'm going to place this here. Don't let them slap together because they can break. And so I put the score tape face up, sticky face up, and the magnet onto the other magnet the way it wants to, you know, the way it's, yeah, supposed to be. And then just lay it down. Oh, you know what? That's not going to work. Not with what I want to do. I don't think. Nope, that's not going to work. Bummer. We're going to try this again. Okay. And totally got to get another piece of tape. But that's okay. At least I thought it through. Let's see. Where do I want to do it? Do I want to do it down below? Do I want to do it closer to the edge where I don't like doing it? Let me see, because we will have... Actually, I think what I'm going to do, I mean, I'm still going to have to move this. Let me get, where's my, here it is, my spatula. My spatula. Didn't get that double sticky tape off there. Come on. There we go. So there's my two magnets. There we go. Okay. Well, let's... There, I got one at each end over here. I think I'm going to have to set this one back a little bit and put something right here. What do I have? Not long enough. So it needs to be longer than that. Do 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 do. That could work. Yeah, this is the piece that got all inky, and it is still not completely dry yet. But I'm kind of liking all the colors that are in that, and this is at the end, so it won't, yeah. Okay, so, sorry guys, little bit of this, little bit of that. Let's go ahead and cut this the same as this. Well, just put it on the end. Run it all the way across. Grab it. Flip it. Cut it. Grab it. Flip it. Cut it. Oop, cut it. Cut it. Oop. Okay. And then we're going to put on this one the angles. Okay. And boop de boo. A little shorter than I really wanted it, but it will work. It will work. Okay. So I'm going to ink. But I won't do anything important until I get back to you. All right, guys. Okay, we're not all the way done inking, but I think we're far enough where I can get some work done here. This is actually going to be relatively easy. So I'm putting this down because I need to move my papers over a little bit. And this will allow me to do that. And there we go. Okay. All right. So, let's see. This is actually, I mean, that's just 1/4 of an inch. Just about 1/4 of an inch. So, I'm basically going to be bringing this page, let's see, to right about, well, yep. So let me go ahead and get this cut the right length again. That basically took me 1/4 of an inch off. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to need my scissors. I'm going to get this set up where I want it. And I'm going to just cut the paper so it will match up with the slant. There we go. And instead of moving it, now that I have it lined up, I am just going to glue glue it down. Because sometimes you get it lined up once and then you don't really get it lined up ever again, just the way you want it. Now that can come back just a smidge. There we go. Okay. I forgot it's only glued on this side. Okay. And then we're just gonna there we go. All right. So now we're cooking with some gas here, guys. Okay. There we go. First one's done. Now, the second one. I can just see the edges of the paper. That I want to line up with. And I forgot the magnet. Dang it! I knew I was going to do that. Okay. Get this lined up the way we want it. I could have made this a little wider, but that's okay. Okay. Cut this. All right. So I'm going to take just some walnut stain here, and let me go ahead and get my angle cut in here. Okay. I might have to re-ink my walnut stain. I don't want it taking out too much of the white. I kind of like that. And the lighter colored bricks and all, because if you remember correctly, the page, the inside back cover is the page with all of those brick homes. So this would be like a close-up of one of the brick homes that's going to be on the opposite page. That's the way I thought about it anyway. Okay, so reason being that we're having the two of them at one in one, two of the same papers. Well, that didn't cut very nicely at all. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm holding it upside down that I'm not getting it nice. I don't know. Well, there, that's a little better. Okay. So now what I want to do is I'm not going to glue this down just yet. I'm going to take some binder clips so that it won't move. Where are you? Alrighty. And a not glass bottom for cutting. And you can, if you've got a craft knife of any kind, but I think for this I'm going to use my Fiskars finger cutter. I love this thing. Don't use it that often, but boy, when it's something I want, I'm very happy to have it. Okay, so I am going to cut out this inner part of the door, and I'm just going to freehand it, and I'm not going to push hard, because if I push too hard, it's too hard to keep a straight line. I'm going to go all the way down to here and find my line again and just follow it down again. Okay. And you start here. I just find for especially longer cuts that I need to have good control. I find that this finger cutter actually works a little better, for me anyway. Okay, did I cut all the way through yet? Not quite on either side. Try not to cut into your paper where you don't want to. Okay, so now I'm cut through on that side. You do want to make sure you have good light. Now we're going to start with our curve. Let's see, where do I want to do this? Right here. And basically, you change the angle of your hand and the blade follows along. If you think about changing the angle of the blade, you will, I don't think, be quite as happy with your with what you did. And I'm working right in my own light here. I actually believe right here where we came together. Okay. And then just straight across the bottom, and I am going to use a bit of a ruler for that. Okay, let's see. All right, so we have our door. Yeah, this thing comes in quite handy. Okay, put my ruler back. Okay. So now you can see that here's my door, and there it is inside this part. And now I'm going to take this off, and I can get rid of my cutting board here. There we go. Get in there. Ow. Okay, so now, excuse me, I can take I have just a little flip it little thing wanting to stick out over here. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Just where that razor got things a little cockly-eyed. There we go. All right. So now I want to shadow this even more, which is going to help me get more of a 3D effect. And let's see if we can remember the magnet. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's my dog. And this paper is not super thick, so I'm having to be kind of careful. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing with this. And you just have to worry about the edges. You don't, on this one, you don't have to worry about what you get on the, you know, the front part or the back part of the file folder. Okay, so now before we glue this down, if we're smart, and I try and be smart, I do, honestly, guys, I do try and be smart. So I want to find something, and I'm going to have to go for a whole sheet of paper here. Let's see. Nope, don't like that. Let's do the wood. It's all part of building stuff, right? Okay, so I've got this where I like it. And of course I put my binder clips away. Away. That's good there. Oh well. I guess first let's cut it. Let's cut it. That just only makes sense, right? So I'm going to cut it this way. All right, so there's that. And you can do this actually two different ways. You can utilize the door and make your cut, or you can get this where you want it, just the way you want to glue it on, which is right here. Flip it back around. Oops. Okay. And let's see, while I have this, no. I'm not going to worry about this end until I get where I can pull it down here. And we're going to cut it right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we need to cut our door out. And let's see. I think I'm just going to start I just punched a hole in the center here. And actually, I want to actually cut off the line completely. So I'm going to cut to the outside of the pencil line. Take your time doing this. And just try and keep it, I can't see my pencil line, just try and keep it as even and nicely shaped as you can. Okay, there's another piece. So let's see how I did. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. You're gonna see a little bit, but not too bad. Okay, let me get my cuts in here. Okay. So I am going to want to make this outside, or well, the inside, I am going to want to get this a little darker. Because some of it is going to be popping through. Because, you know, we're not perfect. I'm certainly not. I'm sorry, I did something on Facebook last night. And I want you, I mean, I'm a Christian, okay? And I just, I truly believe, you know, everybody's got a right to believe what they want, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not my job to judge. But I'm a Christian, and this gal who I also know is a very good Christian. I mean, very good Christian. And she had this beautiful picture of a peacock. And I said, isn't it awesome that God made such beautiful things to inspire us, or something to that effect? Okay. You know, that's pretty, it's not like I'm not being Bible thumper or anything. I just was, you know, isn't that awesome kind of thing. And I had this lady come on and said, you're not allowed to say God on Facebook anymore. Is that true? I mean, I know sometimes you get these people that are, I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not one to judge. I don't know. I just, you know, and I don't bring up religion, and this isn't really bringing up religion per se. But I've never seen anything about not being able to write the word God down on Facebook anymore. So I don't know. You guys tell me. I mean, I don't get into social media that much, but maybe one of you guys know way better than I do. Because I don't know. I mean, if I think that's kind of silly, but I mean, with all of the other stuff that you can get on the internet, like how to build a bomb and join Al-Qaeda and all of that, they're worried about somebody that's actually writing the word God down in a nice way. I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know. I just was kind of taken back by the comment. But I too, at the same time, I take comments with a grain of salt. I don't know the people. I don't know their thoughts behind what they're writing. So I tend to try not to think of it, no matter what it is, in a bad light. I'm thinking they're trying to do some constructive criticism, or they're informing me about something. I certainly didn't get mad about it or anything like that. But I was just kind of wondering, do any of you guys know? I mean, most of you guys that watch me, according to YouTube, are my age or thereabouts. And I'm sorry, I'm so thirsty. And so, you know, we probably are all in the same boat. I don't know. I'd have to Google it or ask my son or daughter. I'm going to have to cut off a little bit on this side because it is not wanting to line up too straight. So let me see what I can do with this. That side's good. This side is not. A little too much. All right. Let's see what I got here now. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. I am pretty happy with that. I am not, however, I think this thinner paper, it is just so hard to get it in here in the right angle. Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm going to just say I'm done fiddling with the darn thing and go with it. It's always a little funky when you do stuff like this, and you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, magnets. Okay, so I think I'm going to put my magnet here. And of course, I have now since lost my magnets. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, got this one still, but the one that was over here is gone. So I'll just get another one. Not a problem. I'm swimming in magnets. Not really, but... Okay. Where'd you go? Right there. All right, guys. Let's see. Where are we at here? We are getting close. Getting close. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and take this backing off, and we're going to glue this puppy down. And you want to get close to the edges around the door, obviously. This is thinner paper, so it is kind of different working with it versus the Stamperia paper. And most of the time, unless I'm doing a journal, I don't really work with this thinner paper for scrapbooking. It's just too thin. I don't know. Scrapbooking, mini albums, whatever you want to call it. All right, there we go. It doesn't add to your structure at all when you're using this thinner paper. And, you know, I like... There we go. Okay. So there's that, and then I'm going to put the adjacent magnet I forgot it's up here. I'm like, why won't it catch? Okay, so the adjacent magnet is going on the back. So there we go. All right. And then this is going on our front. Yep. Okay. Here we go. 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 Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Wow 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 wow. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good. All right, now, the whole reason that I did this kind of thing in the first place and didn't get all of this all nice and dark. Okay, is I want to take... Now, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, for heaven's sakes, here he is. And I'm having him standing in the doorway. Isn't that cool? I love it. I love it. Okay. So I am going to want to ink all around him. And, okay, like I was saying, guys, if you don't have, like, a door to cut out, if you cut a square out and use a window, a door, a rectangle, a oval, domed, wow, this kind of door. Domed door? I'm not sure I know what that is called specifically, but arched. There we go. But anything that, you know, that you can make little, you know, a little scene, you can totally do this kind of thing. Totally do this kind of thing. And you can take, like, if you're working with critter paper, you can take little critters and have them looking, you know, build a little scene right inside your square on the back page. You know, so like he is actually going to be glued down to this page, but we're going to be seeing him here. And I think I'm going to put his shoes down a little bit so he's looks like he's, I don't know, maybe I could even, no, I wouldn't want to do that. But where it's going to look like he's, you know, I want him looking like he's walking down a corridor and looking out one of these arched windows that's in the building or something, you know. So that's was my thought process on that one. So I just want to get rid of the white paper edges. All right. A little heavier in spots. Okay. And another place where these this little finger cutter comes in handy is these little places that have the white paper back behind them. And since he's supposed to be standing with bricks, there we go. And then let me just there we go. All right. Whoa. And put this away so I don't cut myself. But I love that thing. Comes in quite handy. Okay. So I think I kind of want him not in the center, off to one side a little bit. And he does kind of pop up, so I don't like in my books, I don't like making things pop up with, you know, pop-up tape or something like that too much, because I'm worried through time that it will get torn and bent. And I think I as a person that would have it, would rather that stay in place and not damaged than for it to look really cool, but eventually time would tear it down, if that makes any sense to you guys. I want the boots down below a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. And you see, by making the edges of him darker, he pops right off the page. Isn't that cool? He is flat down, but it pops him right off that page. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so that was this page. That was this page, and I'm very happy about it. So the only other thing I need to do now is come up with a way, which is not going to be hard. I just need to find a piece that's long enough. That's not it. A piece that's long enough. Piece that's long enough. Yeah, I said it wasn't going to be hard. See, all of this is cutting the Oh, here we go. This will be good. Okay. Lots of little pieces to make tucks and so ons and so forths. Okay, so I am going to utilize this to make a hinge to put on, and I'm going to cut myself an inch. So I cut myself an inch. Okay, and I'm just going to cut this puppy off. And we'll see how straight I am. Not too bad. There we go. I didn't do bad at all. I'm kind of excited about that. Oh, good Lord. It doesn't take much to please me. It really doesn't. I cut a straight line. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm gonna do the ends and the fold. Both inside and out. All right. We're going to glue this one side down, and as usual, and we might as well go ahead and do the other side as well. Okay, so let's get this down. And put it right on the edge. There we go. Just make sure that it is right on the edge and not one end kind of moved up a little bit. Okay, then let's get our book. Yeah, before I put it down now, I'm going to have to ink all of this and everything, but I'm going to show you. So, we have this right here. And so this will get a page. But this will open up, and this will open up, and then you will have a whole page here, and we'll do collaging, and we'll do something across the top here that's going to look really, really nice. But I'm going to ink and do this piece first. But anyway, that is basically page 8. Once I get it, get all of this inked and my piece on here, I will show you before we move on. Ooh, what do I do first? Inside back or the inside front? Oh man, I am so excited. I might do the collage pages. I might have to do some of the collage pages just so, yeah, but we'll see. All right, guys, till next time. Love you. Mwah. Have a good one. Bye.